was a rainy day in the swamp. Unlike the open, snowy mountains, the swamp feels hostile before the monster even arrives. The snowy mountains challenge you with distance. The swamp challenges you with uncertainty. High ground caves, low ground marshes, murky water, narrow paths. Purple poison fog drifting across the landscape like something alive. You realize quickly that the antidotes in the supply box aren't just for Gypceros, they're for the map itself. The sky is perpetually overcast. The water below is dark green. Everything feels damp. Everything feels unhealthy. Then suddenly, flash. The unnatural burst from Gypceros' crest cuts through the darkness like a flashbang in a dark room. But my first memory of the swamp isn't Gypceros. It's a Bulbfango. You never see them coming. You hear the aggressive huff, the scrape of hooves. Then you're on the ground, flat on your back. Before you even understand what happened, out of pure frustration, I clear the area. Every Bulbfango must die. Every variable must be controlled. At least that's what I thought. Then the swamp humbles me again. Poison fog slowly draining my health. Melinx stealing items. You learn very quickly that the swamp doesn't care how prepared you think you are. You rush through poison to avoid losing health. A black cat steals your mega potion. Annoying. A black cat steals your power charm. Panic. At that stage of the game, a power charm isn't just an item. It's wealth. It's security. It's proof of progress. I was too poor to lose that. And somehow the swamp always seemed to know exactly what you valued most. That was the first lesson. The danger wasn't always where you expected it to be. Then there were the caves. The caves felt like salvation. Light crystal macalite ores, quartz ores. The sound of dropping quartz ore into the red box. 1,000 Pook points. That sound felt different. It felt like relief. Even when a Kazoo whelp was draining your health. Even when quartz ore drained your stamina. There was reward inside the hardship. The swamp constantly balanced punishment with opportunity, suffering with discovery, and eventually I found Gypceros' heavy rain, grassy marsh. He walked toward me slowly, head lowered, shoulders dropped, like an old man walking home in the rain while thinking about dinner. We passed each other, then he stopped, a slight backward hop, at a flap of the wings. Almost as if I had surprised him. Then he attacked. The first thing he stole was my well-done steak. Of course, everything steals from you in the swamp. I drew my iron katana, attacked, ting, bounce. What? I attacked again, bounce, again, bounce. Then I realized what the problem was. My spirit gauge wasn't built up. I needed momentum, so I adapted. Did Bulbfango, Vespoid, Ornitor, Melinx, Senator. If it was breathing, it was helping me build spirit, maintain the bar, maintain pressure. Then less birds, circling above my hunter's head, stunned, helpless, and Gypceros keeps going. Flash again, peck, steal, poison, run away, return, flash again. Nothing about the fight feels honorable. Nothing feels predictable. He runs in frantic zigzags, throws poison in wide arcs, flails around like he doesn't know what he's doing. Then suddenly he flies. I relax. Good. He's leaving. No. Dive. Bomb. Directly from above. Looking back, this is where I think most hunters misunderstand Gypceros. People talk about his poison, his theft, his flash, his fake death. But those aren't really his weapons. His real weapon is assumption. Every mistake I made came from assuming I understood the situation. I assumed the danger was the monster. Bulbfango punished me. I assumed poison was the problem. Melinx punished me. I assumed he was retreating. Dive bomb. I assumed I was in control. Flash. Every card came from certainty. Every embarrassment came from confidence. Then it happened. Gypceros collapsed. Completely still. No movement. No victory music, no celebration, just silence. I knew something was wrong. Monster Hunter had already taught me enough to know that. But curiosity won. I walked over, not because I wanted to carve. I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted him to stand up. I wanted confirmation. Fake death. Explosion. Cart. Outplayed. Again. That moment stayed with me far longer than any successful hunt. Not because it killed me, because it fooled me. There is a special kind of frustration that comes from losing to a stronger opponent. But there is an entirely different feeling when you lose because you thought you were smarter than the situation. When I returned, Gypceros was gone. While searching for him, I found a statue tucked away in a corner of the map. Curiosity again. Gather power charm. Was it mine? Was it another hunter's? Who knows? The swamp had taken one from me. Now it gave one back. Sometimes. Eventually I found him sleeping inside a cave. I set a pitfall trap. Click. Nothing, of course. It's Gypceros. Normal solutions rarely work against him. That was the moment everything changed. I stopped treating him like a puzzle to solve. I started treating him like a lesson. I left, gathered materials, returned with bombs, prepared properly. No rushing, no assumptions, no curiosity, no greed. I built my spirit gauge first. Bullfongo Hornator, whatever was nearby. Full bar. Then I returned. Large barrel bomb, small barrel bomb, detonation, commitment, execution, no hesitation, quest complete. Looking back, Gypceros didn't make me stronger. Tigrex taught me respect. Gypceros taught me humility. Tigrex taught me that the world was bigger than me. Gypceros taught me that I wasn't as smart as I thought I was. That's why the fake death remains one of my favorite monster mechanics in the entire series. Not because it's dangerous, not because it's difficult, because it punishes certainty. Most monsters ask, "Can you react fast enough?" Gypceros asks, "Why are you so sure?" And that's a much harder question. The older I get, the more I think that's the real lesson hidden inside the swamp. Not every collapse is victory. Not every retreat is weakness. Not every opportunity is real. And curiosity without caution can be just as dangerous as recklessness. Some monsters overpower you. Some monsters outlast you. Gypceros does something worse. He embarrasses you. And somehow those lessons stay with you longer than any cart ever could. 20 years later, I've hunted elder dragons. I've faced monsters far larger, faster, and more dangerous than Gypceros. Most of them have faded into memory, but not him, because Gypceros didn't leave me with fear. He left me with embarrassment, and fear disappears once you learn the pattern. Embarrassment doesn't. Even now, whenever I watch him collapse and play dead, a small part of me remembers the first time, the rain, the swamp, the silence, the certainty, the cart. 20 years have passed. I've beaten Gypceros countless times. Yet somehow, in that one moment, Gypceros still feels like he won.